It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's two teams who made their NFL debuts together back in 1976. It's the Hawks and the Buccaneers coming up next.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media. And the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference. But if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Mayfield. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw. He'll try to run for it. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Get this complete right side to Otten.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They send Evans in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A pass pulled in by Irving. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run with Irving. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Right back to Irving. And he's going to take this all the way home. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Smith now. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll try and get there on the ground. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On first down is Smith. There he goes again. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and 5. Off the play fake. It's Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on third down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those third down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Irving now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early,
in trouble, and down he goes.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here comes Otten in motion. On second down, Baker. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers extend their advantage to 14-3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it on the ground here again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jalen Darden now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
A 1st down throw for Smith. That is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Here comes Otten in motion. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Julian Love brings him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. He'll go again here with Irving. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. A give. This is Irving. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll go. Mayfield. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Well, it's pretty clear where the defense anticipated this ball going on 4th down. They did a great job against the tight ends and the wide receivers, but the guy they didn't account for was the running back, and the quarterback sensed it, got it out of his hand quick, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me, picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, it's Irving. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. They'll run it. It's Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll go with him again. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. They'll run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Darden. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is It creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.